Let's get ready to grumble! Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the Royal Grumble. I'm your host, Graham, and sitting on the sofa opposite me, I have both Dan and Daryl, because we're at my new pad, aren't we? Shh. Sorry, the baby's sleeping. Yeah, there's 4 of us today, isn't there?
Yeah.
Got a 4th member.
Yeah.
Little Mo-Farooq, innit? I was really hoping that he'd be awake for this, but he's asleep. So, but almost inevitably will wake up at some point. Probably at the most inopportune moment to cry and berate me for being a terrible parent. But that's fine. You know, that's how podcasting goes. You're right, Dan?
I'm not bad.
Good. You're back in your hometown. Sort of.
I'm not sure what that did to the audio then.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll try not to beat things again.
And also, this isn't my hometown.
So.
I lived here for. It's the place I've lived least in my life.
All right. Well, but you have lived here.
Yeah.
Checkmate. Right, Daryl, you're back in your hometown.
Yeah.
We're in bloody Doncaster, aren't we? We're 24 hours away from. Well, more than 24, but that's not the point. We're 24 hours away from
the Ring of Honor.
The Ring of Honor, except we're not, because you're listening to us in the morning of it or after it at some point. The point is, right now, it's Ring of Honor's coming to Doncaster, baby.
Well,
and to celebrate, here's the one thing. No, I'm only kidding.
Yeah. Cody thinks it's in Birmingham.
Cody does think it's in Birmingham.
So does Neil Dashwood.
Yeah, basically anyone who's any sort of celebrity thinks it's in Birmingham. Anyone with any sort of star power whatsoever. But so things might sound a little different, but also we've got the old installation in the man cave, haven't we? So,
yeah.
Bloody.
I was very happy with the sound quality.
I was very I must admit that when we came in, because this is my new place. Like when we came in here recently, I was like, we can record in here. It's good. It's good.
And what did your wife say to that?
Yeah, well, my wife said something very different. She was less keen, but she's not here, so it's fine. Fine. It's just 3 men and a baby, isn't it? In a way, yeah, literally. Yeah. Like we're all men in a way.
Who's Tom Selleck? Who's Ted Danson? And who's the third one?
Well, I don't know, but like you've both got beards, so at least one of you has to be Tom Selleck. I've not got much of a beard, so I'm probably, I don't know, Ted Danson.
Yeah, if you want.
We're like Vic and Bob and one other one, except we're like Ted and Tom. Show anyway. Ring of Honor, Doncaster, right? This evening.
Or
show yesterday, whenever you watched it. The point is, here was some of the matches that were on it. Hiroshi Tanahashi against someone.
That was good.
Hangman Page.
Oh,
Hangman Page.
That will be good, won't it?
That was good. Good for you.
I remember listening to it while watching Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
This is a good match.
This is a good look. Look! Oh, look! High fly flow.
His hair's good, isn't it?
Yeah. No.
What?
Has he gone back to the old hair now?
He's got his usual hair.
That's all right. Last time I saw him, like I've not seen him in a while.
It was for his film role that's coming out.
What's the film about?
It's called My Dad is a Heel Wrestler. It's a film coming out in Japan with Tanahashi as the
heel wrestler.
Yeah,
splendid. Good. Sounds good. Good that he did that. Good. You know, ruin your look for a short term. It's fine. No one else would do that. Remember when Kevin Nash had a hair versus hair match?
Yeah.
And
where he
didn't cut his hair. Just got it cut slightly.
Oh, I remember.
Still make the money. Still make that raw. Make those ratings.
Kevin Nash career mode in the archive.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you want to criticise anybody for not shaving the head in a hair match, Jeff Jarrett's the one. Right, we've got the ability to pause. We've got the ability to pause it, mate. Why have we done that?
I didn't want to cut you off.
Jeff Jarrett. I've lost my train of thought.
Jeff Jarrett, hair versus hair match.
If you want to criticise anybody for not cutting their hair properly in a hair versus hair match, Jeff Jarrett's the main culprit, isn't he?
Well, you would say that because you're a massive Jeff Jarrett mark, but go on.
Well,
remind everybody.
He had a match with X-Pac, didn't he?
Yeah.
King of the Ring 99?
Probably.
SummerSlam 98.
Wrong year, wrong event.
There you go, right.
Jeff Jarrett fan, mate.
Spend my day working. Love it, don't you?
Yeah, and then he just got a little bit of a haircut. He didn't really shave his head off. Shave his hair off, did he?
Anyway, all the matches, the Young Bucks won, didn't they? Oh, no, spoilers. They probably did, though.
Sent the crowd unhappy.
Yeah.
You could probably see us on Being the Elite.
I didn't realise there's 2 pairs of tag team champions in it.
Yeah.
There's Evil and Sonata as well. That's why they have to specify it being a non-title match.
So
unless by now it's turned into a title match.
So Kingdom are taking pinfall. That's what we're saying.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Well, they're garbage anyway, aren't they? So like
Those two are. Yeah.
one of those things is not like the other. One of those things is not quite the same.
I suppose, like the Kingdom are bad, but at least they're not raging homophobes.
That is true. Yeah, that is worse. Like, the Briscoes, they're going to get slated, aren't they?
I don't know.
Or is Donny? It's Donny. They'll probably be like, yeah.
They're probably chanting "Man up." And...
Well done, lads. That's been saying what we've all been thinking. Don't know why Kurt Angle's there.
Yeah, they're gonna burn the rainbow flag in the ring, aren't they? Like that Italian company tried to burn the 1PW T-shirt.
Oh yeah. The NWE, New Wrestling Evolution.
That's it. I said in my head NWE. That doesn't sound right.
Yeah, that's because it doesn't sound right because the company was a joke. What I'm amused by is that you said Italian company, right? You are right in a sense, but they were only an Italian company for a short while. Then they ruined the wrestling business in Italy, went to Spain, ruined the wrestling business in Spain. I think they might have been to Portugal as well.
Yeah.
And they basically, like, Spain was where they had the Ultimate Warrior match.
Oh yeah, with Orlando Jordan.
Let's not forget that the Ultimate Warrior's last match was the Ultimate Warrior versus Orlando Jordan in Spain. On a show that featured Jungle Pack. And
they also tried running... They tried to come to England twice. Once with 1PW and then once in partnership with RevPro.
Did they really with RevPro?
Yeah, RevPro ran a show at the Troxy and it was supposed to be NWE doing it. You have to listen to their podcast for the full story. It's brilliant.
Right. Just don't get into bed with NWE. I mean, you don't have to now because they're gone. So, who's the real winner there? Probably them, because they probably outlived 1PW. You haven't said it so far. Come on, we're in Doncaster.
Well, yeah, I don't know any money.
There you go. Come on, it's the greatest hits. People want it. Like, we've already denied them the show for 1PW. We come all the way to Doncaster and not doing a 1PW show. Very least you could do is say your little catchphrase. You used to work at the One Up Games, didn't you? Just round the corner.
Yeah.
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 You got mad when people came in because it meant you didn't have to. You weren't allowed to spend time on the internet. Oh God, you got to serve a customer. It's your job, mate.
Maybe it took him so long because he's realised he might actually owe someone some money.
Well, you owe me a smile from 2007. He tried. He tried. He's trying very hard, listeners. He's trying very. Yeah, probably was. Yeah. Douglas Williams.
Yes.
He's good, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he going to be holding his wrist and shaking his head?
Yeah.
Obviously. Yeah. This is a British invasion, mate. British bloody invasion.
Well, it is because Nick Aldis is going to be there as well.
Is he?
Is he on Doncaster? He was on Edinburgh. It was him and Mark Haskins versus...
him for the whole tour?
Well, Joe Hendry isn't on the full tour, so...
Yeah, well, Nick Aldis is... He's on Ring of Honor roster, isn't he?
Is he?
He was in the audience for one of the...
Yeah, they've done that thing, and then this is the second thing they've done with him.
Oh, I assume because he was in the audience, he was on the roster now, and then he was going to be on the tour. Oh, if he's not, then fair enough. But
no, they're co-promoting with All In, aren't they? Who are also co-promoting with the NWA. Because
it's the World's Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, because these things...
£10 of gold, it needs respect.
And all of these things always work out fine. Like, any time two sort of major promotions in America come together, it works out best for everybody.
Yeah, I can't see any...
No.
And William Corgan has a great history of being a reasonable person.
It's, William Patrick Corgan.
Yeah.
Fine.
Is that what he's calling himself now?
Yeah, I have respect for the promoter of the world's oldest and most prestigious wrestling promotion, the National Wrestling Alliance, and the World's Heavyweight Championship.
Excellent.
It's £10 of gold.
You really like saying that, don't you? How many times have you said World's Heavyweight Championship and £10 of gold?
Twice today.
At least twice already.
I practice a lot at home.
Clearly. With your belt.
Yeah.
You got that belt?
Not here.
Oh.
No, I've not got the NWA belt.
Oh, disappointing. Get more belts.
I might do, yeah.
Buy the Ring of Honor one. It's only £375 cash.
Cash only.
Cash only. Yeah. Can you offer him a check? I'll just make it out to you.
Thing is, do you think it's cash only because the Dome know of previous credit cards with wrestling promotions?
Like, can we pay on PayPal? No, please do not pay on PayPal. God, don't just stop putting your password into that. Don't do it. Other highlights, yeah. So the reason I brought up Douglas Williams is because he's going for the TV title against Silas Young.
Yes,
that'll be good, innit?
Yeah, it should
Won't
be
win it though.
No, probably not.
No, but we'll get back to old Douglas.
Are you sure? Because when he were in Dome before, he weren't meant to win a match, and then Lance Storm went, "Oh, you can win," and then he won it.
Yeah.
I think Silas Young.
Didn't that lead to him having 2 1PW World Championship matches in Barnsley and Hull?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the Double Jeopardy match.
Double Jeopardy match.
Double Jeopardy.
I love that whole thing.
Yeah, everyone. That's definitely the gimmick to bring back is Double Jeopardy. That's what people want.
I actually want that match. I love that match.
Wasn't it right?
Two singles matches going on at the same time.
Yeah.
And the winners of the two face off against each other in like the whole match.
Yeah, so it's like a mini tournament within a match.
Yeah.
And it was when it's Steve Corino against Doug Williams and AJ Styles against Abyss.
Yeah.
But I might be wrong.
AJ Styles?
Didn't it not end that way anyway? Didn't it end funny? Something happened? Someone pinned someone they shouldn't have? Or
What event was it? Devil's Due?
Yeah.
there you go. Devil's Due.
You two carry on and I'll find out who.
We'll fill for time by talking about Tennille Dashwood because she's not got a match announced yet, has she? Probably because she thinks she's in Birmingham. But there is the Ring of Honor Women's Championships on the line by Robbie Brookside's trainee, Chardonnay.
Yes.
As we've established before, the most common name in Doncaster. I think we talked about all these matches last week, didn't we?
Against Sumi Sakai,
Yeah. Well, are there any matches we didn't talk about last week?
I don't think
Bully Ray and Punishment Martinez and...
Oh, you were right. Right. It was Steve Corino. Steve Corino defeated Abyss and AJ Styles and Doug Williams, apparently, according to this. Steve Corino eliminated Doug Williams, AJ Styles eliminated Abyss via DQ, and Steve Corino eliminated AJ Styles.
Right, but how? Because I don't believe AJ Styles got pinned by Steve Corino.
It doesn't tell me on this report, but...
It almost certainly, count out or something, wasn't it?
Probably, yeah.
There's no way that AJ Styles got pinned by Steve Corino.
That was the event where the blow-off... Well, I'll say the blow-off. No, it wasn't the blow-off. It was Samoa Joe versus Marty Stone, but Jay Phoenix was involved.
That was the one where Samoa Joe said, I'm not flying all the way over to fight Ham Sandwich.
Yeah.
About current NXT star.
And recipient of NXT tag title shot, Martin Danny Birchstone. Him and Oney Lorcan are going for the old tag titles at the next takeover.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
That's pretty exciting.
Speaking of the next takeover, speaking of NXT and that, they've added more people to the Royal Albert Hall because they're trying to sell tickets.
Yeah.
They would have got a ticket from Daryl, but he already had them.
Yeah.
But it's only bloody Shawn Michaels, isn't it?
Yeah, he's got to be there without his ponytail.
Are they just making this show? Yeah, of course, no ponytail.
Yeah.
Are they just making this show for you?
I think so.
I think they are a bit.
But he hasn't got his ponytail anymore. I'm not sure he's sexy boy anymore.
He's just an all right boy.
What would I grab onto?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
He's just an all right boy. All right boy. He's all right.
Yeah.
All right. That's the new theme.
Yeah.
Wrote that myself. Could you tell?
I thought it was professional.
Yeah, well, I mean, professional in a sense. Professional delivery from an amateur artiste. Someone who's basically a chilled out entertainer. That's what we want. Yeah. So we mentioned we talk about Doug Williams' progress and that.
I was front row for Manchester Victoria Warehouse.
Oh, front row what? No, can't because we've not got the jar, but we still have to pay it.
Chapter 69, Be Here Now.
Giggity.
At the Victoria Warehouse. Victoria Warehouse is a very, very nice venue.
I've never heard of it before. Is it near Victoria Station and that?
No, it's out near Old Trafford.
Oh.
Like you can see
so
Old
like
Trafford
Salford
down
area.
the street from where we were queuing.
Oh, Salford then?
Yeah.
So not Manchester.
But really great venue, like huge hall that the show was actually in, and then you've got a separate area for merch and stuff. Really like the venue. Let me try and remember what opened the show. Mills and Mayhew versus Aussie Open was a really good opener. Aussie Open getting the win, so they're the first. They've got points on the board for this tag team.
What is a Milton Mayhew?
Mills and Mayhew.
Oh,
Connor Mills and Mayhem Mayhew.
Mayhem Mayhew.
That's his name.
Right. Okay. Okay. That's fine. You carry on.
Yeah. Second match was Zack Sabre Jr. versus Mark Andrews, which was absolutely amazing.
I heard good things about this match.
Yeah, it was absolutely brilliant. Really good performance from both. Zack Sabre Jr. picking up the win on his road to Wembley in it.
Yeah.
Then we got David Starr versus Walter, the latest edition of their long series.
Is this the only match these two have now? Because they're doing it a lot.
It's because it's such a good match.
They're doing it at Defiant as well.
No, it's Walter versus Zack Sabre Jr. and Travis Banks in three-way.
Okay.
And then David Starr is against someone else. Not Damien Dunn. I can't remember.
Damien Demento.
He's against Martin Kirby.
Ah.
So yeah, they were absolutely brilliant. And again, it was one of those matches where if you haven't seen their previous matches, it had stuff there that you'd love. If you've seen all their matches, like I have, it built on the story where each match David Starr's getting closer and closer, and this is like he had Walter beat at parts, and Walter managed to get a roll upon him and pin him, and it was just that frustration of David Starr. He just can't get the monkey off his back and defeat Walter. But that was absolutely brilliant. The match before intermission was it was British Strong Style versus Havoc, Haskins, and Flash Morgan Webster. British Strong Style came out to Love Is Blindness like they used to do back in the day before copyrighted music.
Yeah. We're going to touch on that a little bit later, but yeah, Progressive started using on copyrighted music again.
Some people get to use copyrighted music. It's not everyone's gone back to it. Like Aussie Open didn't come out to Run the Jewels, for instance. They used their Progress theme.
Run the Jewels, is that the Rick and Morty song?
No, it's not that. It's
that's the only Run the Jewels song I know. So
it's not that one.
Okay.
Great match. Trent Seven was injured, so it became a handicap match, and Tile Bate took the pinfall. After the match, Christian Jacob from WXW, Jacoby even, came out and said that I issued a challenge a few weeks ago, you never answered, so it's too late. We're taking it as that the match is happening. Here's the person you're facing, and Ilya Dragunov made his first appearance outside of WXW.
And you know he's good because he's got the word dragon in his name. So
yeah. Like Luke Dragon Phoenix.
Yes, or American Dragon, but not Bryan Danielson because he's wearing like a mask that makes him look like a fish.
Yeah.
So those two.
Or Rental Dragon, or Dragon. Dragon's my favourite.
Yeah.
Remember Dragon? You ever seen Dragon?
No.
Dragon's amazing.
Yeah,
right?
It is brilliant.
I mean, you know Chikara, right? And all the weird stuff, right? Well, because everyone was called Dragon in about 2001 to 2006, they had a guy come out in a literal dragon costume and wrestle as Dragon. And within the first minute, the head fell off the costume. Now, I thought you would appreciate that as an aficionado of heads on costumes.
Yeah.
So I thought you'd appreciate it.
It's made great by tough guy Eddie Kingston commentate on it like an excited little boy.
Yeah.
He's proper happy with it.
Dragon. Isn't it Mike Quackenbush?
I don't think it was, no.
No?
The guy had long hair, I seem to remember, and Quackenbush didn't.
All right. I think at some point Quackenbush played Dragon though.
Probably.
Plus the other hilarious thing about it is that the costume is ridiculously oversized, so there's no way you can realistically wrestle in it. But they managed to do a tail whip with the dragon tail anyway.
Oh, cool.
Honestly, look up Dragon on YouTube. It's great.
It is great. I recently got a pack of all the King of Trios, so I'm going through them all.
Is Dragon in it?
It'll be in one of the early ones.
Many buys.
So after intermission, we had the world title match between Travis Banks and Jack Sexsmith. It was a good match. There was points where you believed that Jack Sexsmith could do it.
No, there weren't.
He was really over.
No. No, it's not.
He was surprised. Like the reactions
It
from
really
him were
is
huge.
over.
Yeah, and Travis Banks managed to steal it in the end. Well, he didn't steal it. He beat him clean. But yeah, it was a really good.
Didn't he try and walk away at one point though?
Yeah, and Walter came out and stopped him. So that's the story they're going with.
Yeah.
After that, we had a crown of a new Atlas champion, where it was Doug Williams, Rob Lynch, Joseph Connors, who came out with a protein shake, and who was the fourth person? Oh, Rampage Brown, who came out to his copyrighted music.
Yep.
This was... It was an okay match, but the crowd clearly wanted Doug to win, because whenever Doug wasn't involved in what was happening, they weren't really interested. But Doug Williams got the win, and he's now Atlas champion in Progress. And then finally, we got Tony Storm versus Ginny in the main event for the women's title.
Is this the first time the women's title is headlined?
No, it headlined the first time. It's the biggest show it's ever headlined.
That's what I wondered. You see, I've not really. See, when we went, they didn't even have the women's champion on the show, so obviously, it's tricky for me to sort of understand what sort of level it's on.
Yeah.
In Progress, it doesn't surprise me that it headlined, but I've also not really heard a lot about the women's champion in Progress, so that's what.
Well, it's been
me.
Tony Storm the entire time. Like she's had it for a year. It was a good match that was probably let down by too much interference and the referee being made to look stupid because he's supposed to be looking one way and there's interference going on. It's kind of obvious. But Ginny got the win in the end. At the end, they gave Tony Storm the microphone for a big speech, and she said, "I'm not going anywhere. That belt's mine," and left.
Yeah, she is going somewhere though, isn't she?
but she's in a company, luckily, where they're allowed to still work.
Yeah, so she's going to do the old Cassius Ohno job.
Yeah.
You enjoy it then?
Yeah, it was a really great show. I really, really enjoyed
Front row forever now?
Probably not forever because it's very difficult to get front row. I was quite lucky this time.
Front row club though, isn't he? He's in the
I'm not
club.
I'm not front row when we all go to Progress in like 3 weeks or 2 weeks.
No, because we won't stump up for front row. Pal.
Yeah, yeah. How much did you pay for front row?
35.
Do you know how much I paid for front row at 1PW?
How much, mate?
£65.
Front row's literally only like a tenner more than what we paid.
Yeah, yeah,
That gets me a T-shirt, doesn't it?
yeah.
Outside.
Not outside this one. Outside other shows.
Yeah.
Could get your foam finger somewhere as well. So,
Love a finger.
well, yeah, that is a euphemism. It is actually. One thing I forgot to mention actually when we talk about the UK tournament is that the opening matches, the brackets have been announced for the download. We think it's the download portion.
Yeah.
Of the show. So I'm going to ask you. Just going to run through who you got. So first match: Drew Gulak versus Jack Gallagher. Who you got, Dan? No, Daryl. Yeah.
All right, Gallagher.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got Gallagher.
I'm going Gulak because I think he's going to go into the tournament and be the heel all the way through to the final. I'm calling Gulak all the way through to the final. Ashton Smith versus Joseph Connors. Dan.
Joseph Connors.
Daryl.
Joseph Entrance Music Connors.
Joseph Connors. This has got to be Joseph Connors.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going with you on that one. Flash Morgan Webster versus James Drake.
I think it'd be Flash. But I'm not sure about that one.
I want it to be Flash Morgan Webster because I've seen James Drake before, so I want him to give him to something new. Give a chance to something new people.
I'm going to say it's James Drake to not give a chance to new people because fuck new people, and I'm going to have to pay. Yeah, good.
Lucky man.
Yeah, just remember that went well. This is what happens when you don't have a jar to waggle in front of me. Dave Mastiff versus Kenny Williams, 2 of World of Sports.
See, I'd
guys.
like both of them to be in it. I feel like there's a lot of small little flippy people. Not that that's all Kenny Williams is, but I feel like there's not as many big nasty people. That's what Dave Mastiff is, so I'd like Dave Mastiff to get through.
I'm going to go Kenny Williams.
I can't betray Kenny Williams.
No, I really like him, and when I said I didn't mean to put him in a box, he's a small flippy person, but he is that as well as
more to the point.
Yeah.
I think not so much from what he is, although he is a bit of that.
Yeah.
Dave Mastiff's very much not, isn't he?
The polar opposites, and I like Mastiff to get through, but the thing is, I'd prefer Gallagher and Gulak not to be in it at all because they're proper WWE guys.
Yeah?
Yeah, so not that I'm opposed to the wrestling style, it's just that I'd have liked maybe Kenny Williams to have another match with somebody then he could have gone through as well.
This is an annoying one. But more to the point, could we not just sack off one of Ashton Smith or Joseph Connors?
Yeah, there's that as well.
Why did they like Joseph Connors?
I don't hate him as much as everyone hates him.
I don't hate him. What is he? He's nothing.
Randy Orton.
He's not. Yeah, he's UK Indies Randy Orton, isn't he?
Yeah. He's fine.
He's not as good as Randy Orton, though, is he?
No, and he doesn't not care as much as Randy. I can't say it again. I'm not paying a whole pound.
Basically, he's got one ear, and that's what his gimmick
Sing
is,
it in.
isn't it?
Yeah, good. I'm gonna back Kenny, but realistically, I think it's Dave Mastiff.
Okay.
Ligero, not El Ligero.
Just Ligero.
Ligero versus Travis Banks.
I think Travis Banks.
I agree.
I'd really like it for Ligero to go through.
Do you think he'll do a double booking where he opens the show there and then drives to Middlesex or something to go to another show?
Definitely. Yeah. He doesn't fit. I just don't think he fits. You know, we talked about this a little bit personally, but I wanted to bring it up here. El Ligero strikes me as the perfect person for something like World of Sport. In that sort of Kendo Nagasaki role where, okay, realistically, yeah, he's not from Mexico, he's not from Japan, he's not from, he's not who he claims to be, but you buy it because it's World of Sport.
Yeah.
In the WWE, they don't do that.
Well, they've literally just said already, haven't they? He's from Leeds, and he just likes Mexican wrestling.
Yeah, and also they already got rid of the L, which why?
Yeah.
Is that because it makes it a bit more Spanish? So they're like, we're not going to pretend you're Mexican.
Yeah. So Yeah, Travis Banks is probably going to go through, but I quite like El Ligero, and he's been one of good ones on British scene for a long time.
I've got to say, I am glad for him.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know the economics of it. It could be that this works out much better for him financially. I think if he could build his star on World of Sport and World of Sport's a success, then he could be a bigger star in that pond. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think that if you look at it from a wrestler's point of view, if you were in bed with World of Sport from kickoff, and you've seen what happened with Pete Dunne, and to a lesser extent Tyler Bate, and to an even lesser extent the rest of the UK talent, and then what's happened with the World Sport talent, which is literally nothing until 2 weeks ago when they recorded it in Norwich. Like,
yeah, I mean it's very true. Like, it's not that I don't understand why he's gone. I think it's a bit of a shame that World of Sport didn't get themselves into gear sooner, which I've thought anyway, because I think he could be in a really big part of that.
Yeah.
Zach Gibson versus Amir Jordan.
Zach Gibson.
Yeah, Zach Gibson.
Easy.
But they need to give him promo time. If they just have him, Zach Gibson from Liverpool, it won't work.
I think this could be a bit of a squash.
Yeah.
At Progress, he's been singing the song all the Liverpool fans have been singing on Way to Champions League.
What's that?
It's really, I fear like where they say Ali 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 is at the end.
Oh, right.
That's all right. They lost last night, or won, or lost.
I'd really like it for him to lose and cry.
I really like the way they play football, but I really don't like any Liverpool fans.
Yeah, that's my issue.
They're a horrible juxtaposition of like fantastic team, disgusting support. Not all of you. Some of you are all right, but I haven't met you yet.
And then there's the Nivea adverts.
Oh well, don't even. I mean, at least that's mock worthy. Tucker versus Joe Coffey.
Joe Coffey.
Joe Coffey.
Yeah, Joe Coffey. So Joe Coffey's another World of Sport guy, isn't he?
Yeah, the Coffey brothers were a tag team. Like, in fact, it was because Mark Coffey's part of Polar Promotions in ICW, and it looked like they were going to have to split because Mark and Joe were going to go to World of Sport and ICW were in bed with WWE. But actually, now it seems like I don't know how that affects his brother. It might not affect him at all. But yeah, Joe Coffey, former ICW World Champion, Joe Coffey.
Yeah, who's he wrestling again? I know you just...
Tucker.
Yeah.
Tucker does a super kick.
Yeah.
Remember Tucker?
Yeah.
Yeah, he does that super kick.
But like, that's the thing. Like, I weren't impressed by Tucker, to be honest.
Were you impressed by his fellow countryman Jordan Devlin?
I liked shouting stuff at him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Big head.
Yeah, he got a square head.
Square head.
Yeah.
Well, he's facing Tyson T-Bone, so it's the battle of the square heads.
Yeah,
Who's the face here?
We all chanted that he's
T-Bone.
rubbish Finn Balor. We didn't say rubbish, but
No.
I can't swear.
No, again, I've already paid, so...
I've seen Jordan Devlin wrestle a lot over the past year, and he is excellent, so I want him to go far this time.
Right. There you go. So there's our picks. Yeah, enjoy. I'm going Jordan Devlin as well. Why not? Because of head.
He's got a massive head.
He really does. Speaking of massive TV deal, huge TV deal this week. It's allegedly been agreed, reportedly it's soon to be announced. So SmackDown's and Raw are both up for renewal, aren't they?
Yeah.
Now, I don't know how much you knew about this. NBC Universal, who owns USA, have the right of refusal on each deal. So whatever the highest bid that WWE had, they then had the right to match it.
Yeah.
Whatever the highest bid on Raw was, and it's rumoured to be huge, NBC Universal are reported to have matched it. So Raw is staying on USA. But on SmackDown, in order for NBC to accommodate that deal that they're paying for Raw, they had to let SmackDown go. And do you want to know who's picked it up?
Go on.
It's Fox.
Oh, yeah.
Fox off of Rupert Murdoch Fox.
Fox off of UFC Fox.
Yes, off of UFC Fox, off of no longer having UFC
Yeah.
Fox.
UFC is now gone to ESPN.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which there's a whole issue wrapped up in there because it all relates to each other. And in fact, I will...
Yeah, it's the IMG, innit? Is it IMG, WME, IMG,
Yeah.
something like that?
That's involved in it. Yeah.
'cause,
There's
like, they own UFC, but WWE employed them to negotiate the deal. But then I think WWE employed somebody else to make sure that they weren't doing them over in the deal.
Yep.
So why employ them in the first place?
So according to British wrestling journalist John Lister, here is the which we'll just quote him. It's fine. Cheers, John. This is the brief summary of the.
Do you like John? Is he all right?
Yeah, he's all right.
Yeah, we like him. He's a good
Yeah,
guy.
I never met him.
Yeah, he's good. He's not like some of the others that I don't like.
Okay.
He's all right. He's a good guy. So the brief summary of the TV negotiators. Basically, Fox were like, right, we want Raw. We'll spend loads of money on Raw. USA went, right, we've got the right to match anything, so we'll match that offer on Raw, but we'll have to pass on SmackDown. We can't afford to. ESPN then went, hello, UFC. You're a very hot sport. We're a very flagging company. We're going to spend money we don't have to get you on our network. UFC went back to Fox and went, right, they're spending loads of money. You're going to have to give us way more. And Fox went, no. ESPN gave them the loads of money.
Yeah.
Fox went back in for SmackDown. An online company, now this is suggested it could be Amazon, could be Facebook based off of Mixed Match Challenge. Although why you would base it off of that, I don't know. Said, we'll pay you slightly more than Fox to put it online. And WWE went, that's good and all, but that doesn't give us the exposure that we want. So Fox, we'll have the money that you've offered us, and we'll go with that. So SmackDown's going to be on Fox, primetime Fox, but back on Fridays.
Is it going to be live or recorded?
No confirmation yet, but I bet it'll be live, because I imagine Fox aren't paying all of that money for a little tape. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Raw is likely to stay on the USA. This is all in flux, could all change, but WWE are going to be given, $1 billion over 5 years for SmackDown.
Great.
SmackDown is the $1 billion baby.
So Raw's getting more than that?
Almost certainly, yeah. Because Raw's worth more.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, sounds like Raw's staying on USA.
Also, I'd like to put a counter offer out.
Okay.
To those companies who said they would pay slightly more than Fox, we will offer you our live show every week for 1% of what you were going to offer WWE.
Yeah, in fact, you know what? I'll take 0.1. I'll go that low. 0.1%.
I mean, you don't go that low thing. Let him come back with a counter.
Okay, well, it's fine. Okay, yeah, sure. Well, okay. Phone me. I'll get you the deal.
We've got to split it 3 ways afterwards.
I'll get you the hookup. Oh, we're going to struggle to split it 3 ways, are we?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Are we?
Yeah.
Are we?
Yeah.
Are we?
Yeah.
Are we?
Yeah. Daryl, jump in.
Greedy.
What's happening?
Great. Well, he wants more than like $300,000 or whatever it
Don't
is.
tell him that.
Just offer.
Yeah, I've not worked out the maths. You could have done me over there.
Okay. He wants more than the 30 quid we're offering us.
We're getting 30 quid?
Yeah, mate.
Oh, man.
1% of what they offered is more than 10 million.
So then it's like £10 each.
Yeah, in a way.
Brilliant. I'll have a tenner for this show.
There you go. Sorted.
Brilliant.
There you go. Set up a
This
Patreon.
is why we're mates.
It is a bit, isn't it? Yeah, like we would have fallen out long ago.
I'm trying to help you. You just got a mortgage.
Yeah, all right. Well, you know, we've got it now. It's fine.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to overpay. That's one of the rules. Mortgages are mental. Anyway.
But there's another thing been coming out as well, that apparently Fox are also interested in paying for WrestleMania, so it wouldn't be on pay-per-view in America.
Really?
Yeah, it'd be on free TV live.
Bit like the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That's remarkable.
Yeah,
Well,
if that
how
happens...
much money the Super Bowl makes for adverts and
Oh,
stuff like
yeah.
that. Like, I imagine because Vince has said before it's the Super Bowl of wrestling.
Yes.
So like, I imagine that they'd do a similar thing where there'd be some kind of musical performance, which always works out well. But there'd be a lot of adverts in it, which don't work out as well.
It doesn't work out as well as like see on the Super Bowl because of the way American football works. There's constant stoppages anyway.
Yeah.
There isn't constant stoppages in a wrestling match.
No.
Unless
they'll make them.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless they do it
Rest holds.
between every match, or
They could have Randy Orton come in and headlock everyone halfway through the match.
Every match there's a dive to the outside. We'll be right back.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Can Seth Rollins hold on as Raw rolls on?
a special 13-hour WrestleMania
Oh, God.
broadcast to fit in all the ad breaks.
Oh my word. That'd be really interesting though. I'd be very, very interested in that idea.
Tune in for an advert for KFC that is weird and awkward.
Well, we're not talking about them anymore, are we?
No.
The Undertaker's entrance brought to you by KFC.
He could boil chicken or could grill chicken.
The Undertaker's entrance brought to you by Rocket League, and then the people there for Rocket League are like, "This is the slowest entrance we could have possibly done this on. This is a bad advert for our game."
They should
Put
have
them on a car.
They could have Triple H's entrance, and then they can have trikes hitting each other. Trike football.
Triple H coming down to the ring while trying to balance a ball on the front wheel.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a little goal next to the net, next
Yeah.
to the ring.
That's something we didn't talk about that we didn't put on the list. So, you know how we were talking about Ronda Rousey and Nia Jax last week?
Yeah.
Well, they're both dead, aren't they? Like, not literally dead.
Oh, okay, I thought Okay, right.
But I mean, do you think I'd have this face on if they were both literally dead? That was. So Stephanie came back on Raw.
Yeah.
That went well. She verbally berated them for about 10 minutes, and neither of them did anything about it, including the hardest woman in the world.
He loves it when Steph gets.
They're already ruining Ronda Rousey.
It was only the second worst thing on Raw.
It was only the second worst thing on Raw.
What was the worst thing?
Well, this was the symbol of like they've spent however many billions, or they're getting however many billions, and how are they celebrating it? By going, look, we can do what we want. Here's some men dressed as women. They're all they went all black. There were two black men and one white man dressed as women, and they're Bobby Lashley's sisters. And Sami Zayn introduced them as such, and they had a whole segment about Bobby Lashley's. It's funny because they're men dressed as women's sisters.
Sounds pretty funny, lads, to be honest.
It was very, very bad.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad I didn't watch it then.
Yeah, you missed out on nothing. And of course, Blandley came out and he was like, hello, stop being a bad and Sami Zayn, you bad and...
Oh, Sammy, you know that's not my sister.
Oh.
Wait. No, it's not.
What on earth?
See, I heard this was so bad that I had to watch it. And I got halfway through the edited version.
Yeah. It's just awful. Even Sami Zayn couldn't make it good. And he's been a fantastic... What word can I use him? Yeah, that works. I was going to say prick. Does prick count?
Yeah, that's a swear.
No, it's not. It's fine.
You've
like
got
a
to
needle
think,
prick.
If you were a student at school, would you get told off for it?
What
That's what
if I said I pricked my finger?
That's fine.
You didn't use it in that context.
No, well, maybe I did.
You did not use it in that
Well, all right, okay, look, I'm not paying the jar for prick, okay? So
You keep saying it.
Yeah, you said it enough times that you should pay.
Right, fine. No, I already said an F word. I already paid the jar.
It's a quid.
You still owe the jar from 5 weeks ago. I know you're having a go at it.
It'd have gone in today. I've got change.
Oh, it would have gone in today, but we're at your house, not my.
I'd have more money if you hadn't messed up the negotiations with whoever the online company were.
All right, look, it was Amazon Prime, okay?
They could have been the tip jar.
Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime are not going to sponsor us now.
Do you know, like, they offered, whatever online company was offered them money,
Yeah.
like, obviously they wanted Raw or SmackDown because they're clearly two biggest shows they do. Do you not think they should have said to him, well, we can maybe give you, like, NXT?
Why?
Because, like, I'm pretty sure, like, Amazon Prime will have a bigger audience than the WWE Network.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, it gives NXT a bigger
I know what you mean.
reach,
It gives
but then I
them a
don't know
more
if but then
potential
does
reach.
it decrease the viewership of the network?
Yeah, and also, it's very rare a show on Amazon actually does well.
Amazon Prime is a bad example. I've got Amazon Prime and it's awful. The video content on it is awful. Like, the original stuff is awful. They've got no... Like, if you want to buy a DVD, if you would in this day and age, you'd go to Amazon to buy it probably because they're probably cheapest. But then they don't have that same selection on their online service.
Yeah.
Like, if I want to watch a film from 2004, then it's on there. But like,
Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer out now.
That's on there. I can watch that.
It's got some.
I actually genuinely think that might be on Netflix, so it's not even on there.
No, but like, if they put a show on Netflix, I'd watch it. Except for 13 Reasons Why, because that's absolutely rubbish.
Brilliant. Well, whilst Raw continues to be a demonstration of like WWE just doing whatever they want, SmackDown continues to be a demonstration of Daniel Bryan's dream matches just being spunked away.
Can we say spunk? Is that allowed?
Yeah, that one's.
It's full of spunk, isn't it?
Yes, it is. But you know why that is, don't you?
Why?
Because he's leaving, isn't he? He's going to leave in September. I'm sticking with my prediction from
convinced
before.
that
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
right?
I am now.
Yeah.
I wasn't. But this week they had him have his first match with Jeff Hardy and had it end clean. And then next week he's having a match with Samoa Joe.
Yeah, but like, I don't understand why they're worried about getting all these dream matches out of the way. It's not like it's like a Progress or something like that. It's WWE. Why would they care?
Because they want to get use out of him whilst they can. Because after September he's not going to be theirs anymore. He's going to be going and fighting Cody.
Yeah, but I'd have thought that they'd have just been like, oh yeah, we'll just job him out a bit.
Maybe they're still hoping to persuade him to stay.
Yeah.
But whilst he's a star, they'll get the use out of him, but not all the use out of him. But
yeah. I liked it at the end of the match because he's celebrating, and Samoa Joe got out from behind the commentary table, got in the ring on mic, and says, "I don't know why you're celebrating because I'm going to kick your ass next week."
Yeah, Samoa Joe came out and went, I don't know why. Shout. The usual Samoa Joe promo.
Yeah, there were a lot of shouting and going quiet.
Yeah, still good though. I enjoyed him on commentary because it meant he couldn't shout. They're like, I'm just talking normally. I'm like, yeah, talk normally for an extended period of time, Samoa Joe. Just you try and do that, mate. Right. What else?
You said there's a surprise for me, mate.
Yes, mate. So, an MMA debut before the end of the year been confirmed. Do you know who it is?
Well, I don't, but now you've said that, is it Jack Swagger?
Yes,
Is
the
it really?
All-American, yeah.
Who's he fighting?
That person.
Oh.
It's not been confirmed who he's fighting yet, but he's making his debut before the end of the year.
Man, he's going to get beat.
Yes, he is. It's going to be... But...
Now, Bellator will put him against a proper can.
Exactly. How many significant strikes do you reckon? How many more than CM Punk? Because if it's more than one, it's obviously more, so...
It'll be on ground and pound, won't it? It won't if he gets there.
I think he'll do all right. I think he'll win his first match against maybe some kind of UFC reporter. No, I mean, like UFC would never go.
In the right weight class.
Yeah.
Just bring him in anyway. You fight all the wrestlers.
Yeah.
What do you mean all the wrestlers? There's only one. We've got another one now.
Yeah, there you
Who's
go.
he? Not heard of him. He's former world champion.
Don't mind, who are you? You've got the same name as a basketball player. Who are you?
Well, exactly.
Exactly. Jake Hager.
No, isn't he Mike Jackson?
Yeah, he is. That's what. Oh, and is it Jackson? Ah,
Yeah.
that's the same name as the singer. Then there you
Yeah.
go. I don't know.
Which we can slander him because he's dead.
Yeah, all right.
So do you want to slander him or not?
No, I'm all right.
Oh.
Someone's already done that. Well,
How do you feel like Ant McPartlin? He's not dead yet.
no, he's not. But just watch out on the roads, kids. That's all I'm saying. Just watch out on the roads. Actually, don't. He's been banned for a while. Although, who's to say that would stop him? Right.
He'll have a drink and he'll forget.
Exactly. Right. We've nearly done it again, but we're not going to do it again because we've probably got less to talk about it this time. Right. Last week we were supposed to be doing Backlash 2008. We forgot completely. We spent an hour talking about other stuff. So this week we're going to very briefly run down Backlash 2008, which I think works because it's not the most interesting 2008 pay-per-view, is it? But we're going to talk about it after this.
The Royal Grumble Podcast. You can't slander the dead.
Describe what Marcellus Wallace looks like. What? Say what again? Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Say what one more goddamn time. What? 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 You read the Bible, Brett? Yes. Oh, there's this passage I got memorized. Sort of fits this occasion. Talk about your Psalms. Talk about John 3:16. Austin 3:16 says I just whipped your ass.
And we were trying different things, and we were smoking funny things, and we were singing the song all summer long. It's all summer
Drinking
long.
whiskey by the
Bottle, never thinking about the bottle.
So about never thinking about tomorrow.
Right, you seem to know a lot of the words.
Yeah.
You love Kid Rock, don't you? You were the one who...
Love Out by the Lakes, my favourite song.
I sang that already.
It's something like that.
Are you even listening?
No.
No. It's
Oh,
Backlash
is it?
2008.
Oh, Backlash,
Yeah. Featuring WWE Hall of Famer Kid Rock on the theme song. When that song, which he wrote, in a way, you remember that time that he wrote "Sweet Home Alabama"?
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Except he didn't. He just changed all the words and called it "All Summer Long" and got to, I think, #1.
It was a hit in the UK.
It was a big hit in the UK. Yeah.
American Badass was Metallica's "Sad But True."
Was it?
Yeah.
Mind you, it is quite similar. Yeah.
It's literally the same riff.
Really?
Yeah, it's that riff on the
He's
back.
terrible, isn't he? God, he's awful. He's a weird little David Spade looking freak, isn't he? But on Kid Rock, stealing everybody else's songs. Anyway, yeah, Backlash 2008 featuring Kid Rock all summer long as the theme tune. Right. Let's start it off then. My name is Kid! No, we're not going to do that, no. First match, US Championship, Matt Hardy versus
Oh, yeah, this was after Matt Hardy returned at WrestleMania, didn't he?
He did.
And cost MVP the Money in the Bank. And then it was they were doing that feud, weren't they, where they were competing against each other, weren't they, for a bit?
Yeah.
The year previous.
Yeah.
And then
they became mates.
Yeah. Then he turned on him.
Yeah. It was not long. Yeah, not long, basically when Matt Hardy got injured was when he turned on him.
Yeah.
And then Matt Hardy came back at WrestleMania, cost him the Money in the Bank briefcase. And that's where we led to, because that was where we finished off with MVP and Matt Hardy at WrestleMania, wasn't it?
Yeah.
In our WrestleMania show. So this was all right. Decent opener, yeah. Back before Matt Hardy was Fat Lardy.
Yeah.
Before he was broken. When he was just
Matt Hardy and MVP, isn't it?
Jeff Hardy's brother, that's what he was, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Because if you remember, this was around the time that the Jeff Hardy push had happened. And, little Mo's awake. Or sort of awake. I'm going to go and...
We'll carry on.
Yeah.
So it was Matt Hardy and MVP. I can't really say I'm a fan of either of them.
Yeah, it was a fine match. It was there. Compared to the pay-per-views we've watched from this year previously, it wasn't exactly a hot start.
No. Well, in the arena, they got a dark match, and they got to kick off John Morrison and The Miz versus Jimmy Wang Yang and Shannon Moore. So if you want a hot start, get the Prince of Punk and Jimmy Wang Yang out there.
Cool when Shannon Moore just did those really bad promos in ECW.
And then CM Punk slapped him and called him
You're
a poser.
Oh yeah, you're a poser. Slap.
Yeah. Except like he was like dressed quite punk-ish.
Bit like a parody of Punk almost.
Was he?
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
But yeah, there's not much to write home about in this match.
No, Matt Hardy won, so he's the US champ.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I'm sure will go far. I'm sure towards the end of this run of podcasts we do, we'll be saying, oh, what a great US title run that was.
Yeah, definitely. I think it can only lead to better things. He'll be a world champion at some point, surely.
An ECW world champion. I think that's what.
It wasn't even world by then, was it? Wasn't that shortly after they'd already done the Chavo? In fact, this is the year they did the Chavo Guerrero thing.
I mean, it's happening there.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's not happening. It happened earlier in the year, didn't it?
Yeah, well, exactly. Like you say, the next match is between Eddie Guerrero's nephew and the future mayor of Knox County.
Chavo Guerrero accompanied by Bam Neely. What's your favourite Bam Neely match?
This one.
Yeah, this one. This is my favourite Bam Neely match. My favourite match he was involved in, anyway. Yeah.
Did they ever release a figure of Bam Neely?
No.
Oh, so was he in the company long enough to get a figure?
I don't think so. But no, they definitely didn't release one of them.
Let's see what Bam Neely's up to nowadays.
Because I would definitely have it.
I think, oh yeah, he would love that. I think he was only around for like...
I'll tell you what.
A couple of months.
They've released a Dixie Carter figure. Back when they were doing TNA,
yes.
They released a Dixie Carter figure. And I just couldn't bring myself to pay 20 quid for it. And I literally thought, in a few years' time, it'll get reduced and I'd pick it up for like a $5.
Yeah.
Still 20 quid.
Where?
eBay. Like no one's got it for. It's still in box, but like it's still 20 quid. It's held its value, and I don't understand it. Like I really don't.
Maybe they all got pulped, like bouncing back. Can you pulp figures?
Yeah, I guess.
So Chavo Guerrero got more than 30 seconds in this one. That was pretty good for him, wasn't it?
He got 8 minutes 49 seconds.
Exactly, mate.
If you believe Wikipedia.
Yeah. Which I don't.
No.
Yep. This was not very good.
Nope.
And
then things would only get better.
Yep.
Big Show versus Great Khali.
Oh, well, you were telling us the history of Bam Neely.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about Bam Neely, yeah.
I was looking and nothing, like, he spent some time in ECW and then he got released and then a year later he did a year's worth for Independence and then retired.
It makes me wonder what people like him do now.
Yeah, because I imagine he wasn't a wrestling aficionado, you know?
No. So, like, he's not, I don't know, like...
Before WWE, he was in a tag team called the Hellraisers with a Z.
Oh, yeah.
That's the only bit of information
like, what does Bam Neely do? When he gets fired, he does a year of indies
Bouncer.
and then what?
Bouncer, definitely.
Yeah.
I assume most of them become bouncers. Bam Neely looked like a bouncer before he went into wrestling. Like, he was born to be a bouncer. If anyone ever was due to be a bouncer, it's him or Jackson Andrews.
He's another one, like...
Love Jackson Andrews.
I don't even remember Jackson.
You missed out on Jackson Andrews.
Tyson Kidd's Kevin Nash, weren't he?
Yeah. But the one that wasn't Ezekiel Jackson, because wasn't Ezekiel Jackson Tyson Kidd's Kevin Nash for a bit as well?
It was definitely Brian Kendrick's Kevin Nash.
Oh, that's who I'm thinking of, sorry, yeah. I'm mixing up my white guys.
So let's move on to probably the greatest match that you will ever see.
Right. One of my favourite things about this is Michael Cole says Great Khali sprinted to the ring. Did he though, Michael Cole?
Listeners,
Did he sprint to the ring?
It's the Big Show versus Great Khali.
Yeah, this
Ambled is the best you could say. wasn't
Ambled
it?
is very polite. Ambled is an increase in pace on what Great Khali is used to.
So do you know when they refer to Big Show as the world's largest athlete,
Yeah.
but then Great Khali is significantly taller than him?
It's height and girth.
Is it? Is it
cumulative.
Is it BMI?
Yeah, it's cumulative largeness.
Yeah, because it's not just the length that matters; it's the girth.
So
Yeah,
big
that's what I've been
Big
told.
Show is the wrestler with the largest body mass index, is what they're saying.
I guess
Yeah.
so.
Okay.
I haven't.
Old fatty.
If I'm 100% honest, I actually haven't checked Big Show's BMI.
No,
Sorry, I haven't.
we should have.
We
done
should
that.
have really,
We
yeah,
should have
yeah.
prepared for this podcast.
Exactly. It's
really.
like we haven't even tried.
It's not like we've had a few weeks to prepare.
I know.
Is it?
Big Show BMI. Let's Google Big Show BMI now. Or let's
Okay.
not and say we did.
So there was some like chin locks in this match, and weren't there?
Nerve hold.
Yeah, nerve holds.
Good old
and-
nerve hold.
Yeah.
A chin lock on the Great Khali is quite the chin lock as well, because he's got quite the jaw on him.
Yeah.
Like, bucket jaw. You know what I mean? Like,
Like Sporticus.
yeah, spade face is the way I would put it, yeah.
Do we say
Like-
spade now?
What?
What?
No, not that. Bloody hell, you're awful.
I'm not. I'm just asking if we say it.
I'm just saying he has a face shaped like a spade.
Oh, I'd
Nothing
say,
to do
I'd
with
say
his-
shovel.
Okay. Alright, shovel face then.
Alright.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's fine.
Shovel Knight.
Yeah.
Shovel Khali. There you go. Have we veered far enough away from racism? Because I'm sure we'll get that
I
there
just
soon.
like to teeter on the edge of it, mate.
Do you teeter on the edge, or do you take a big dive into the pool and swim around for 45 minutes until your skin goes wrinkly?
Depends if they've been there before they've done it.
Yeah, carry on.
Splendid.
Mate, if I weren't racist, this podcast wouldn't have legs, would it? It's not got legs anyway, has it?
No, it's not got legs, which makes me think that possibly that might be what's holding us back. We'll blame it on that. Why not? Fourth match was Shawn Michaels against Batista.
Right, I'm happy now, right?
Yes.
So,
Chris Jericho's a special guest
yeah,
referee.
so the big video package before this match, basically Batista was blaming Shawn Michaels for retiring Ric Flair, which he did.
Yeah.
But Shawn Michaels weren't apologising for it because he was saying, well, that's what Ric Flair wanted. Like, he said
Yeah.
he wanted the icon and the main event, and that's what I gave him.
Yeah.
And then Jericho were there staring it all, weren't he, on the highlight reel?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, which he were quite entertaining on. And somehow he got involved to be referee.
Yeah, because he was just staring it basically.
Yeah.
It were good. It's what I like about it is the logical progression feud, and this is going to go on for a lot of the year.
Yeah.
In terms of the logical progression, I don't know how much creative input Shawn Michaels had into his own stories, but he must have had a lot, because his story from this point up until, okay, admittedly up until about the time the JBL thing happens, where he's like, "Oh, you've got all the money, I've not got any money anymore." Like,
Yeah.
he runs his program so well. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
yeah.
they have logical progression. So he retired Ric Flair. So he's like, right, what goes on now? Well, who's Ric Flair's friend? Batista. Well, what's he going to think about this? Will he feel that I've done the wrong thing?
Yeah.
And that's a logical feud. Shawn Michaels, they're both in the right in a sense. Batista says, you did the wrong thing. You should have done right by Ric Flair and not retired him. Shawn Michaels says he wanted me to retire him. I couldn't do anything else than that. And then Jericho's going, oh, he says this, he says that. What are you going to... oh, what are you going to... He's poking him,
Is it?
poking the bear. And then they're like, right, well, you do something about it then.
Yeah, and I like, for me, this all leads to his retirement as well.
Yeah.
Like, he retired Flair at 24, and then at 25 he has the match with Undertaker,
Yep.
and then at 26 he has the retirement with Undertaker, which I feel like is kind of poetic justice that he retired Flair, then Taker retires him.
Absolutely. This is what I mean about
Yeah.
logical progression. Shawn Michaels' career generally makes very logical progression.
And then the matches with Triple H and Undertaker kind of...
They follow in from that.
Because, like,
I mean,
HBK gets involved with
I
them.
still maintain that in terms of a loose storyline, that Shawn Michaels versus Ric Flair all the way through till Triple H against Undertaker, which on the face of it don't link at all.
No.
But I think they actually, as a loose sort of canon, if you like,
Yeah.
are a fantastic
Yeah.
feud. A fantastic story.
I always love the thing after the Hell in a Cell match where all three of them are walking up the aisle together.
Yeah.
Always
Yeah.
love that shot. Yeah.
And later on in the year, we'll be doing Jericho Michaels, which is amazing.
Do I've never seen it.
You not seen Jericho?
Do you know? I only realised when we started doing 2008. I've never seen Chris Jericho against Shawn Michaels in the ladder match.
Oh, okay.
I know it's a fantastic match.
Yeah.
I've seen all the rest of the feud. I never actually saw that match. And I always wanted to watch it. And when we said we were doing this, I've held off on it specifically because I'm so excited about watching it.
It's good.
Yeah.
Right, I've got a bit of a game for you two now.
Go on.
Have you got the card up? You've turned it off. Right. Did you read the card before we started recording?
Yeah. But
Because basically, I need you to name all the women in the 12 Diva tag match.
Right. He's still not going to be able to do it because I'm not going to be able to do it.
All right, so you go one each. Like.
Okay.
So whichever one. Do you want to start first?
Yeah, all right. Michelle McCool.
Yes, that's one.
Beth Phoenix.
2.
Layla.
3.
Natalia.
4.
Melina.
5.
Oh, this is tough. Who was around then? Maria.
Incorrect.
Cherry.
Yeah, that's 6.
What?
Yeah, Cherry.
You've only picked 2 of the people on the heel team,
Okay.
which was Cherry and Michelle McCool, just to give you an idea. Oh, Maria was in it. Sorry, I was wrong. So you got 7. Yeah, I just can't read my own notes here.
Well, it still is 10 because I
Yeah.
said Cherry. So.
We said Layla.
Yeah, I said Layla.
Yeah.
Michelle. No, what's her name? Singer.
Oh,
What's her name?
what is her name? I know her name, but it's your turn.
I can't remember her name. The
Oh.
singer woman with the mole.
Yep.
She in WWE at this time.
Oh,
confirm
was
that
she?
tonight.
Was she in WWE at this time? Was she? What's her name? More to the point, even if she was.
I don't remember her name, so.
You don't remember her name? Well, I'm going to reveal all the answers, but I'm not going to say her name, and then it's going to bug him for the rest of the show. So no, you don't look it up. That's cheating. Well, it's cheating now. I need to look it up. So it's Beth Phoenix, Gillian Hall, Layla, Melina, Natalia, and Victoria versus Ashley, Cherry, Kelly, Maria, Michelle McCool, and Mickey James.
Kelly, I missed that one.
Yeah, Cherry's on the face team.
Is that the face team?
Yeah. Michelle McCool's on the face team at this point. Beth Phoenix is the heel. Would you believe?
I'm going to totally level with you guys. I did not watch this match.
I did watch it because I knew that Cherry was in it. And I wanted to remind myself that Cherry existed.
Yeah.
So well done, Cherry, for existing.
I saw the start of the match, and Natalia weren't wearing pink, and it freaked me out.
It's very odd, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, that's like this match is very jarring now because Natalia's not wearing pink. She's referred to as Natalia Neidhart at one point as well. I think. Michelle McCool's not a heel. It's very odd. It's all very disturbing. I don't think this was Michelle McCool loving life, but you know what it was?
Go on.
This was Michelle McCool caught in the middle of Chuck Palumbo and Jamie Noble. That's what it was. 2008. You will remember me.
That feud wasn't on the pay-per-view for some reason.
Funnily enough, no. I don't think they'd actually started fighting about it yet. But don't worry, Jamie Noble won a date with Michelle McCool by fighting Chuck Palumbo at one point.
Great.
Yeah, good. This is real love.
I can't really say that this match was any good, to be
That's
honest.
because it wasn't. Next.
The Undertaker versus Edge for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Yep.
This was good.
That's all right, yeah. Bit odd to see Undertaker and Edge on semi-main. Still a little bit strange, I think.
Big boys got main though, weren't they?
Yeah, well. Like,
also
back in the rightful place after they let them have the WrestleMania main event.
It was continuing to build the Hell's Gate as well.
Yeah.
Like having Undertaker win by Hell's Gate again until eventually. The Hell's Gate is banned, player.
Yeah, did it have a name yet?
No.
Yeah, that's what I
Called
thought,
it
yeah.
some kind of submission maneuver.
Yeah, they persisted with that for a long time.
Yeah.
I think at one point they called it something else as well, very briefly.
Well, the move in MMA is called the go-go platter.
I know
so
that,
don't know
but
if
they
that's-
never called it that.
No.
I mean, like all the reports would call it the Owen Platter, but I'm sure they called it something else. I think somebody tried to call it a triangle, which obviously actually wasn't.
No.
Because he did use a triangle at one point, but it wasn't this. They called it. I can't remember. Whatever it was, I remember thinking that was a better name. It was like the Demon's Clutch or something like that, and I was like, "That's a better name."
The Demon's Clunge.
No, Clutch.
I know what you said.
You sod.
Step into my lair and get inside the demon's clutch. None of it's swearing, so it's fine. There's no vulgar jar.
He's holding him down in the demon's clutch.
Oh my god.
He can't breathe inside the demon's clutch.
He's come up with a bloody mouth from the demon's clutch.
Your son sat in the other room.
Yep. My actual child. And I left him in your presence.
We know what his first words are, but I think we can guess what his second words
Oh
might be.
god. I left him in your actual presence for a brief period of time, unsupervised.
He was fine.
Was he?
Right. The listeners are going to think that we did something to him. He just cried a bit, that's
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, but, you know.
Like, I comforted him.
Did you?
I said, well, let's talk about it. Instead of getting all angry and crying.
Let's
How did
talk
he
about
feel?
it like adults.
I mean, if I say that to a girlfriend, she usually cries more. And he cried more as well.
So you've got form for it, basically.
Yeah.
Wow. Splendid. Good match. Not as good as the WrestleMania one, or just as good?
Not as good.
No.
It was good, very good, but the WrestleMania match is really, really good.
There's also more involvement beforehand from La Familia
Yeah.
at the start of the feud. Like, they've got a little video package that's like, oh, La Familia, headed by Canadian Edge and American woman Vicky Guerrero, none of whom are Spanish or Mexican. Then there's Chava Guerrero, who was born in Texas, is of Mexican heritage.
Bam Neely.
But I don't know where Bam Neely's from. I'm pretty confident that Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder, again,
They're
not
from
of
New York.
Mexican, yeah, not of Mexican
Long Island IC.
heritage. Yeah. Neither of them from Manhasset, are they? Born in Manhasset, he's not Canadian. It's fine.
Main event time.
Main
Yeah,
event.
I'm glad we're on to main event because I've actually got something prepared for this. So it's John Cena, JBL, Randy Orton, Triple H in a fatal four-way match.
Elimination fatal four-way
yeah.
match.
I miss elimination fatal four ways.
Yeah. Do you, though? And I'll tell you for why. Because you know if they did them now, that would make the pay-per-view over 3 hours. And apparently that's what they're heading for now. They're heading for 3.5 hours, much like Backlash was.
Well, they use fatal four way just as a way to do no DQ sometimes, without saying it's no DQ. And it's fine, but I like the elimination match, especially when you get the occasion when the champions are first eliminated. Like the Elimination Chamber with Edge, when Rey Mysterio gets beat, doesn't he? Oh no, it's Rey Mysterio who gets taken out of the match by Edge, and then Cena loses the title to Edge.
What?
I've got my...
I don't know what's going on
The
here.
Elimination
dude.
Chamber match I was talking about.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so JBL comes out, and on his jacket, maybe on his trunks, I don't think so, but definitely on his jacket, he's advertising Mama Joanna Extreme.
Oh, I remember Mama Joanna.
Right. Well, I didn't remember Mama Joanna, so I looked it up online. It's owned by Layfield Energy,
Yes, it is.
which I assume is JBL's company.
Yes, it is.
So
I love this.
there's a
This
banner
is
across
great.
the top of the website that says, "Come to Mama for great sex."
Yep.
Mama Joanna Energy is a virility in a bottle 2-ounce shot produced by Layfield Energy. No prescription needed. Mama Joanna Energy is made in an FDA-approved facility and improves one's sexual performance. 418 is the only energy shot designed for golfers. Energy 418 has an all-natural anti-inflammatory built in, along with cognitive ingredients to focus. Every golfer has a bad something, and every golfer needs energy. This is the only one shot that addresses both. So basically, if you take this Mama Joanna, you'll be good at the sex and good at the golf.
Yes.
That's all I want in life.
It's a one drink fits all.
To improve my handicap
Yeah.
and to like shoot my load.
I remember
That's brilliant.
JBL was pretty much toting it as like liquid Viagra, basically.
Yeah, the company's since dissolved. Or at least that branch of Layfield
Oh,
Energy
really?
is gone.
Really?
Yeah,
Really? There's no
Yeah.
more Mama Joanna? Oh,
sadly not, no.
that probably explains why he was back on commentary the other
There's
year.
probably covers of it like in Titan Towers with the same as Ico Pro, but
He probably sells it in Bermuda, in the one small section of Bermuda that he lives in.
I think the interesting part is that it's anti-inflammatory. Now, surely you want something to like inflame, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, you don't want it to inflame.
No, you don't want to inflame.
You don't want it to engorge.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting my words mixed up now.
Yeah, you don't want
mate,
it to
yeah.
inflame.
Yeah.
That's bad.
No.
Yeah. No, inflame is what happens when you've done it afterwards, but she didn't, she wash.
Ah.
Or she had the clap. Let's start about the match then.
Or he equal opportunity.
Yeah, right. Yeah, good point. Yeah. Yeah. Everyone can have the clap. That's the point.
JBL got eliminated by John Cena via STFU.
Yep. Is it still called the STFU at this point? Yep.
Yes, it
Good.
is.
It's 2008 and woo, hard.
Yeah. It was still a rubbish STF.
It's a good job JBL with the first out, really, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, yeah, because he's the most rubbish one.
He is the most rubbish. Don't know why he was in it.
I think that the bartering system was, I'll go out first as long as I can wear my Mama Joanna jacket.
Almost certainly, yeah. That is in fact 100% what happened, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cracking. Next.
John Cena was eliminated by Randy Orton after getting a punt kick to the head.
Yes, he was. Yeah. So
Well-
this is like,
Was it the same as WrestleMania where he was going for the pin?
yeah, pretty much very similar sort of spot, but this time, Cena's eliminated, and obviously that means that Triple H is still in play,
Yep.
unlike at WrestleMania, which of course leads to
It leads to Randy Orton being eliminated by Triple H after a pedigree.
it's all about the game. Now that WrestleMania is over, now that he's deferred the spotlight to Ric Flair, he's like, right, back on the main guys,
Yeah.
get it back on. Here we are, the big feud, the big dog, the big trip,
The big game.
the big game. Yes.
Do you think you were
And-
there backstage going to Randy? I did job for you at WrestleMania, so it's time for you to do opposite. And Randy's going, well, actually, I pinned Cena. That doesn't matter. I didn't win. That's what matters.
This is this leads to the Triple H and Orton feud where William Regal turns off the lights. By the way,
Yeah.
yeah,
Men.
it's around the time that like evil Regal reigned for about 3 weeks until he
Yeah.
got suspended for drugs.
What an idiot.
What a moron! Bloody hell, Bill. You know what I mean? Steve, Bill, whatever he's called now. Tell him Steve, Dave.
He's a man's man.
He's a man. Anyway, yeah, I enjoyed this match, but ultimately, in terms of 2008 pay-per-views, I don't know if it's the worst because I don't remember what all the others are, but this is probably so far the most skippable.
Yeah.
Yeah, so far. I mean, it's unfair, not unfair to say, but like if you think about it, we've had, in that 3 months, we've had Royal Rumble, No Way Out, which essentially was Elimination Chamber,
Yeah.
and WrestleMania.
So they're all impactful pay-per-views. Yeah. But I mean, you do find occasions where Backlash is better than WrestleMania, and this is an occasion where it just doesn't quite live up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's still good things. It's, like I say, it kicks off the Shawn Michaels, Chris Jericho, Batista thing, which one thing I meant to mention earlier is I was surprised they never ended up in a triple threat match during this whole thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Did Batista get injured?
I think he did, but it was odd that they seemed to be having a bit of a sort of three-way feud, and then Batista just sort of gets binned off at one point, just disappears, despite having been the champion only briefly before. But anyway, we'll get to more of that as we carry on through the year. Edge and Undertaker, that carries on for quite a while.
Yeah, how does that feud end? Can you remember?
Isn't it
Is it where he puts him through the ring?
Yeah.
That Hell in a
No,
Cell?
we'll find out,
Yeah,
won't
yeah.
we? We'll find
I
out.
remember how, but I don't want to spoil it for the listeners who may not have
Yeah,
followed along with
yeah,
us.
they can ride along with us. It's a journey, isn't it?
Yeah.
Did we enjoy the show, though?
It was all right. It was skippable, like you said, but
Yeah.
if you just have it on and
I think if you're going back to 2008 and you were going, right, what are the top 5? This ain't going to be anywhere near.
No, definitely not, no.
But there's some really good moments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need this to sell some of the stuff later on in the year.
Yeah. Specifically, you
Some of
need
the
it
good
to
stuff.
set up Judgment Day, which is the next 2008 pay-per-view we're going to do. But that ain't going to be next week. Or is it? Because it might be around the time that we have to do it next week.
I was going to suggest that we do it next week because so then we can be caught up for June.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, it was on May the 18th, and we're already pretty much going to be in June by next week. So you know what? Let's do it. Let's call it now. Call
So
on
we're doing
Audible.
Judgment Day next week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we'll do Judgment Day next week, and we'll also recap Ring of Honor, amongst other things. And if anything interesting happens, who knows? Is there any WWE pay-per-views on anytime soon? Probably there is.
I think it's 2 weeks.
Good. It's 2
Money
weeks.
in the bank soon, isn't it?
There you go. Yes, it is. But it's not next week. It's the week after. That's fine. So that's fine. So, yeah, next week's Judgment Day. We're carrying on with our 2008. We're doing 2 in a row. Row.
Are we actually going to do it, or are we going to 1PW it?
gonna do it.
I think we actually might do it, yeah.
All right.
No, we're not going to 1PW it. We're going to announce the announcement of the announcement next week. Okay, so that'll be fine. Yeah, that's it. Right. That's all. Thank you very much for listening to the Royal Grumble for this week. Don't forget to go to facebook.com/Royal Grumble. Don't forget to go to twitch.tv/Royal Grumble. Go to twitter.com/Royal Grumble pod. That's it. Say goodbye, Dan.
Goodbye.
Say goodbye, Daryl.
Goodbye, Darryl.
Goodbye, everybody.